hope you all are doing good. Uh, I had such a long day today. My makeup has obviously sweated off, but I still want to look cute for you guys. Is this working? Let me check that. Let me use a mirror and make sure this is working. This is working. I'm just removing a little bit of sweat from the day. There we go. Much better. Alrighty. Today's exciting. Today's exciting. I got some PR, some merch, nothing too hectic, just merchant. I'm thinking like, is it merch as in short for merchandise? But yes, merch from YouTube, and we're going to open it together. It got delivered today. Why is there hair on my face? I even did a whole short on this. Why is there hair on your face, in your mouth, at random times? Why? Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. It's nothing too hectic. Let me just make sure my address is hidden. Nothing too crazy. Just a bit of merchandise because I took part in YouTube's boot camp. So let me explain to you guys how I got into it. So in 2023, I decided to start taking content seriously. And that just meant to me that I'm going to create consistently. I'm going to show up more authentically online, and I'm going to try and forge a community. And a few months into the year, YouTube, I can't remember how I found out. I think, excuse me, yeah, I think a creator was promoting this on his page. And I think I also got in a newsletter from YouTube. So when you like start creating content a bit seriously, YouTube will start sending you a newsletter. And in the newsletter, they like talked about there's a program for people who are interested in growing on YouTube. It's called YouTube Made for You. And basically they were looking for up and coming content creators in Africa. This was content creators in South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, and Nigeria. And I signed up, I applied, I got selected, I took part in the program, I finished the program, I was able to graduate, and I was even able to attend a graduation ceremony with YouTube. It was so exciting. I had so much fun. That was 2023, end of 2023, early 2024. Then in 2025, this year, I took part in another program from YouTube. So they had another program. Actually, there was another program I took part in last year, YouTube Champs, where you just had to create content consistently. And I did that. I created content consistently. And, I got merch from YouTube. Actually, I don't have it here. It's a cap, it's a tote bag, and a cap. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cute, that's nice. Then this year, YouTube reached out and they said, hey, Monica, we're seeing potential with your channel. Um, check out live streaming. Try out live streaming, and you might just, I don't, we don't didn't say that. They just said try out live streaming. We're seeing potential when it comes to live streaming and in your content, right? All of that. So I took part in live streaming, and I took part in the YouTube live streaming bootcamp. It was amazing. Obviously, here I am live streaming, and because of that, We got a package from YouTube, guys. Ah! I'm so excited. So let's open it together. Yeah, nothing hectic. It's like I know what it is already. It's just YouTube merch, but it's just so exciting and validating, guys, that YouTube is taking note of our little community. YouTube is like seeing okay the growth, and I'm just happy. I'm really happy. I got the merch in size large, as you can see. We have Kiring Maponya. Hi, Kiring. That's such a nice name. I've never heard it before. Lovejoy. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Lovejoy. You are Zimbabwean. Lovejoy. That is a Zimbabwean name. One thing about Zimbabwean people, their names, you just know them. Lovejoy. Love more. Godfrey. Lucky. Tournament essay. Hi, tournament essay. How you guys doing? How you guys? Let me know where you're watching from. Lovejoy. I have a feeling you're from Zimbabwe. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. We're gonna open this. Okay. If there's one thing I actually don't like. No, I'm not Zimbabwean. Lovejoy. Wait, from where are you? Tournament essay. You're from South Africa. Okay, cool. I'm from South Africa as well. Let me put up a little poll so we can find out. Let's see. I want to do a poll, guys. What should we do a poll about? Let me wait on you guys. What should we do a poll? Like, I want to try this feature out on live. You can actually like insert a poll, and I don't know. What should we do a poll on? Oh, okay. It's open, guys. We're in AC. I'm from Pretoria. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. My expectations, I'm not gonna lie, were kind of low because like it's just a beanie and a hoodie in this packaging. But it's so cute. Look, guys, from YouTube. Ah! I could cry. Guys, we are recognized. We are officially recognized. Thank you. Thank you. um, I'm from South Africa, guys. I am from South Africa, Pretoria in South Africa. Let's open the beanie. And I'm not a person who wears beanies, hey? I'm not. But this beanie, I will be rocking. Hi, Marcel. How you doing, Marcel? Ooh, Marcel. That sounds like a Belgian name. Are you watching from Belgium, Germany? Marcel. Okay. Here's the beanie, guys. YouTube Shorts. Oh my god. Okay, well, it's the end of the day. It's not like I'm going. This is why I don't like beanies. I don't wear beanies, guys. Munasungi, pretty. Hi, pretty. Oh my goodness, I feel like I look like Mickey Mouse. I don't wear beanies. Oh my gosh, guys, the quality of this beanie is so good. That drama. Hi, that drama. No, South Africa, Marcel. We're in South Africa. I've never met a South African named Marcel, have I? Well, I knew someone named Micah. She was German, so you know what? Not a shock. Where are you from? I'm from Pretoria, guys. Pretoria in South Africa. Guys, the quality of this beanie, no lie. It's so good, so thick. Oh, wow. It's so good. I swear, this is such good quality. I just wanted to see oh, it's organic cotton. It's made from organic okay, I don't think you guys can see this, but I'm like, wow, this quality is so good. It really surprised me. Thank you, YouTube. Uh oh, thank you, Pretty. I'm gonna definitely call you Pretty. But your name, Munasungi, still sounds beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, Marcel, you're also from Pretoria. Alrighty. I'm also from Pretoria for those who are just joining the chat. Hi, can you say my name? Dene2 Sandesma. Dene2 Sandesma. I think you are from India. I think you are from India. You look so pretty. Thank you. We have Vusi Webster Sibanda from Soweto. Hi, Vusi. I used to actually live in Soweto. Not for long, not for long. I was in Soweto for some time, a year, a few lifetimes ago in Dobsonville. Hmm. Munasungi, pretty, clock it, girl, clock it, yes. Dinetu Sandesma. I'm from Sri Lanka, actually. Oh, wow. Guys, we got people from Sri Lanka joining our live today. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Now let's open the hoodie. I also don't wear hoodies. But this one I'm going to be rocking. This one, I will. I don't wear hoodies because I'm like a bit busty. Yeah, all my large chested girls will understand why we don't wear hoodies. I don't know, but the other girls, I don't wear hoodies because of that. Open it up. We have Pretty from Cape Town. Oh, wow, Pretty from Cape Town. How's the weather in Cape Town? It literally just rained in Pretoria. Just stopped right now. How's Cape Town? Oh, guys, this is so pretty. Look, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Marcel is a channel for girls because I'm a boy. The channel's for everyone, Marcel. It's for everyone. Don't worry, no one is gonna talk about girly stuff. I'm just doing a PR unboxing. I got some merch, some goodies from YouTube. And I'm so happy. I wanted to share with my community because I'm here because of you guys. Like you guys watching. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, look. It's black and YouTube shorts on the side. Guys, just look at this. Isn't this cute? Marcel, okay. Yes, Marcel, you can definitely stay. We have Solomon Smith, beautiful face, natural hair, PTA. Thank you, Solomon. You are also from Pretoria. We're in Pretoria. Actually, you know what? I always feel a bit like it's intrusive to ask people specifically we're in Pretoria because maybe you want to stay safe on the internet. You know, maybe you don't want people to know. Okay, maybe I can wear this. Let me see. Should I wear? I'm gonna try and wear this. Minlane Park. Oh, okay. I love Minlane Park. Ugh, that's Pretoria East for people who don't know. Pretoria East is so nice. I really like Pretoria East. It's very mellow, very quiet. Oh, guys, I want to put this on, but I'm like, I can't put this on actually. It might ruin my face, and I don't want to get makeup on this sweater. I mean, on this hoodie. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you, YouTube. Oh, guys. There's a lot of South Africans in the chat. And South Africans, how are you guys doing? Let's have a heart to heart. Let's have a heart to heart because South Africa is going through it, guys. We're going through it. South African politics. We are in the ghetto. We are in the actual ghetto. It is rough, guys. It is so rough. Like, I don't think South African politics has ever been this bad. And there's so much going on. Where do you even start? Like, where do you even start addressing what in South Africa? Like, where do you even start? Marcel just says, oh, we have Dinetu. I love African women. Proud of you. Oh, thank you, Dinetu. I love people from Sri Lanka. Do we have a lot of people from Sri Lanka and South Africa? Actually, I have not encountered a lot of people from Sri Lanka, but I know you guys love cricket. I know. What do I know about Sri Lanka? I feel like I don't know a lot about Sri Lanka actually. It's close to India, right? I think you guys are close to India. Marcel, just stop reading. Yeah, just stop reading here as well. I'm also in Pretoria. Dinetua, your style killing me. Yes. Oh yeah, Sri Lanka is close to South Africa. I mean, close to India. Oh, how's the politics in Sri Lanka? Like, how's it going? Because in South Africa, guys, you know the military, the navy in South Africa, the navy, the ships, the ships that the military, the military where they deal with the oceans, they deal with, uh, the ships of the military. Like, I'm just trying to set the scene. The military, the navy specifically in South Africa has no ships that are operating. No ships. When I learned about this, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. Guys, the military in South Africa. Oh no. Dinette is like, I'm actually 13 years old. What I would do to be 13 years old and not have to worry about the state of the world. Dinette, you're very lucky. Enjoy it. Marcel says, how late is it by all the places? Let us know how late it is or what time it is in your area. It is 10 past 4 right now where I am in South Africa. In South Africa, we only share one time zone, the whole country. So it is 10 past 4 everywhere in South Africa. Yo, Yvette Shay, it's bad. Yo, Yvette, tell them. Yvette, tell them it's bad. Like, yesterday, was it yesterday? When I think I went live yesterday or the day before, and I was like, if you're a Christian, you must be convinced right now that we are living in the end times, because what is this? What is this? Jesus, take the wheel and crash the car. Burn it. Burn it. Burn these people. We don't share a time zone with Northern Cape. We do. There's only one time zone in South Africa. We don't have multiple time zones in South Africa. Yeah, we don't have multiple. We don't. We do share the same time zone with Northern Cape, guys. We do, right? Deneti says, now I'm living in Australia. This month came here to live. Really missed my country. Oh, how's Australia? Especially as a Sri Lankan person, because this reminds me of a South African. Why? I always like talking politics. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. I hope you guys just are okay with me talking about politics. But there's a South African man who literally went to Australia, white South African, and then joined a neo-Nazi group. That man got his visa revoked. Like, how racist can you be and feel so comfortable to be racist anywhere in the world, even in a foreign country? The audacity. Yvette says we don't share time zone with Northern Cape. I didn't know that, hey. Lovejoy is back. Welcome back, Lovejoy. Africa will never you out. Batung, that is not true. It's called freedom of speech, lady. Relax. It's not called freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, where you are literally talking about other people being unalived. No ways. That is not freedom of speech. Those are threats. I don't care. And if it was freedom of speech, they wouldn't have deported him. They would have not revoked that visa. I disagree. We have Mihlali Tom. Hi, hello, Kunjani Nana. Oh, good. How are you doing, Mihlali? Yvette says, nope, they are 2 hours behind. Oh, wow, Yvette. Thank you for educating us. I thought the whole of South Africa shares one time zone. Marcel says it's 10 past 4. We have Believe Mlazi. Hi, beautiful love. Hi, Believe. It is 2 hours behind us in Northern Cape. Oh no, thank you, Yvette. I'll check it out. Then we have Mihlali Tom. Are you Xhosa, Zulu, or Sotho? Neither. I am neither of those. I don't even know why I'm saying recently. I should have known this by now. I just didn't click. But I'm an original person, guys. An original. I'm an original. No, not even like when I say I'm an original person, I'm like original of the planet. Original. Like think about like the oldest living tribe on the planet, the oldest people on this planet, where life started on this planet. Those are my ancestors. I'm a descendant. I'm an original. I am Tswana. And Tswana people are descendants of Khoi, Kwe, San people, the original people. I'm so dramatic. San Banani Ibet. Believe I'm good and you. I'm actually so good, guys. Like today was such a nice day. I got a beautiful PR package from YouTube. I'm getting to spend some time with you guys. And my day just went so well earlier on. Like life is good, guys. Like even though the country is burning, even though we are in hell, even though we are in the ghetto, even though our politicians don't care, even though the politicians are doing weird stuff, and it's not just in South Africa, guys. In America, we recently learned that the president, you know, the president did some weird sexual acts with another president. Like, it's the ghetto everywhere. It's really the ghetto everywhere. And you know what? You just have to take what you get and just be happy when you have a good day and be grateful. Like, you know what? Today was a good day. Amongst the trash, amongst the nonsense, it was good. I'm really having one of those days. Eve says Africans. Yeah, I'm African. I'm African. Believe Lazi, I'm good and you're so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Believe. Love joy. Yes. Marcel. Oh, Marcel is Afrikaans. Hoe gaan dit, Marcel? One thing, if you're from Pretoria, you will have to speak Afrikaans. You you will know how to speak Afrikaans. I actually went to an Afrikaans preschool, an Afrikaans primary school, and even an Afrikaans high school. So I know how to speak English. I know how to speak Afrikaans. I know how to speak Tswana. I know how to speak Sotho. I know how to speak Sepedi, even though my Sepedi, my Sesotho, and Setswana can be a bit mixed because I'm from Pretoria. I speak Sepitori. So yeah, I speak like 5 languages, and then like I understand Zulu a little bit, and because I understand Zulu, Xhosa and Swati and Ndebele as well. Like definitely not fluent, but I can understand like not even understand a conversation. I can understand Zulu. I can understand a conversation. Swati, Ndebele, and Xhosa, I try. Venda and Tonga, you could gossip about me. You could go off. I would not hear you. I just know Hatlesa, Mudzimu, Matimba, I think. Nda, Ah. I don't know, hey. Lovejoy. So where are you now? Lovejoy. I think you're asking me like for the third time. I'm in Pretoria. Mihlali, you look like Xhosa Zulu. I like why. Ungikhulumela ngamnandi yazi. Nyazama, Mihlali, nyazama, and yabonga. Lovejoy, you are married, beautiful. Every time I come onto live, I get this question, guys. Every time I come onto YouTube live, someone will ask me, am I married? I'm from South Africa. Have you seen the purple profile pictures? The men are gone, guys. The men are gone. The men are gone. I'm single. I'm as single as can be. I want to say I'm single and ready to mingle. I don't know if I'm ready to mingle, but I'm single. But the men are gone. The men are either down low, like gay, but not saying they're gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay, but there's everything wrong with being down low, gay. Come out of the closet. Stop lying to women. Live your truth. There's that. The men are abusers. The men are broke. The men are toxic. But I'm making jokes. I'm honestly making jokes. I do think there are good men out there. I don't think, I know there are good men out there. Like, come on, there are good men out there. I just haven't met someone. Honestly, I'll be honest. I'll be so for real with you guys. If you don't ask me, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Hmm. You know what, man? People on the internet can be so mean. I want to do a poll. So I'm like, let's take a guess how old I am. Should we do a poll and guess how old I am? Lovejoy, wow, you know many languages. Thank you. You okay, wait, I feel like I'm skipping. Okay, I'm skipping comments. Sorry guys, let me go back. Marcel, I will answer you. Just hold on about my age. Africa will never unite. Would you say Botswana people are the original Tswana people? Not the ones in South Africa. Um, yes and no, in the sense that there's some people from all Tswana people. No, I would actually say I don't know. I wouldn't actually agree. I would not agree that people in Botswana are the original Tswana people in the sense that borders, remember, are made up. You know, like people just came in and did borders, but there's Tswana people who've been in South Africa for generations and generations and thousands of years. Oh my gosh, I learned something so crazy yesterday. I'm gonna share with you guys. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, and why I agree about, like, why I'm saying that Botswana people aren't necessarily the original Tswana people. So yesterday I learned about this place called Motopia. M- Motopia. I'm not saying it correctly, but in anyways, so when you look at ancient maps from the 1800s, like very early, and you would see Dutch, I think it's Dutch, or let me just say Western navigators who would come to Africa. They would draw up, maps of Africa and what they would find. And then they drew, when you look at these maps, you see an area called Motopia. I'm not pronouncing it correctly. If you want to look it up, it's something along the line Motopia. I'm using my phone right now, so I can't really look up the name for you guys properly. I've never heard of this in my life. I've known of Great Zimbabwe, and I've known about Mapungubwe. So Mapungubwe is a civilization in Zimbabwe, and it even like trickled over into South Africa like thousands, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and it was thriving. It was so thriving that when Westerners came to Africa and they learned about Mapungubwe, they were shocked. They were like, "Oh my gosh, Africans!" Meanwhile, we were trading with Arab people, Asian people already in Mapungubwe, and there was gold and all of that. All of this was part of a place called Motopia, and even Gauteng was part of this. So there's a suspicion that Gauteng was actually the capital of this region. It was large. It spread throughout South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Botswana. Like it was large, guys, and it was a huge kingdom. It had a king with smaller tribal kings, if I can call them that. And I was just so fascinated. So here's what's even more fascinating. When you look at the buildings that are in Pretoria, so if you've been in Pretoria, the capital city of South Africa, you will see there are a lot of beautiful buildings, a lot of buildings. And to our knowledge, these buildings were built by the Afrikaners when they settled in South Africa. However, when you look at the history, the Afrikaners could have not have built this because when they settled here, there was only like 6,000 people. And when you look at the scale of these buildings, when you look at just the quality of the buildings, they couldn't have built them. And I was like, what? I know, guys, it's shocking. It is so shocking. I've never heard of this before. I have to do more research about it. Motopia. Please look it up. I was so shocked. And the thing is, you also need to learn or realize that a lot of our history as Africans was intentionally erased. So they have really gone out of their way to erase our history, our knowledge as Africans. And they want you to believe that Africans are stupid. Africans could have never created anything. But guys, we were light years ahead. We were so advanced in terms of our civilizations. Look at ancient Egypt, look at Mapungubwe, look at Benin. In China, you can find the Great Wall of China, while in Benin, you can find the Great Walls of Benin, you know, and they are even 4 times longer than the Great Wall of China, mind you. So there's so much about Africans that we need to learn and immerse ourselves into and just have an open mind, because when you feel that resistance of like, oh, there's no way, just know that's just your colonized mind, where you've been conditioned to see Africans in a certain light in a certain way. So, anyways, it was just so fascinating learning about Metopia. And like now, when I think of just the buildings in Pretoria, where I'm from, I'm just like, oh my gosh, some of these buildings have been standing for a very, very, very long time, and they've been part of a kingdom civilization that we don't know of. There's so much crazy things. And if you're like, inform yourself, really inform yourself and learn more about Africa. It's interesting to be African. Okay. I want to do a poll about something. Miss Lally Tom. So wait, let me just quickly answer. Africa will never unite. I don't like your name, mind you. Um Botswana people are the original Botswana people, and the ones in South Africa are not. I would not agree with that. I think that you're just separated. You can find original Botswana people in South Africa, and you can find Botswana people in Botswana who migrated from South Africa. Honestly, I don't think there is a thing like an original Botswana, if you think about it. For me, I am Botswana on my father's side, and we are Botswana people from Mtwana. So, oh wait, there's a green bar here. Well, oh my gosh, join my memberships. Lovejoy, thank you. Thank you so much, Lovejoy. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. No one has ever done that. Thank you. Oh, guys, I'm so dramatic. So yeah, I'm Tswana from Mtwana, and I didn't know as well about this. I learned this from someone who's actually from Mtwana, and they told me a bit about our history, about how we were part of a tribe, we were part of a kingdom, and the kingdom split up because of siblings, infighting, and then they moved. So I was always like a bit like confused as to how my father is Tswana, but he speaks a bit of Pedi, even my grandmother as well. And it turns out Tswana people from Mtwana settled with Ndebele and speaking people, hence our languaging. But I still consider myself an original Tswana, even though my Tswana is bad. Mihlali Tom, ngifuna ukwazi ne-ex-girlfriend yami yazi mani what ngikufanisa ne-ex-girlfriend. Oh guys, Zulu saka. My Zulu. Ngikufanisa ne-ex-girlfriend yami yazi Monica. How? Ngifana ne-ex-girlfriend yakho. I know I'm not your ex-girlfriend though. I've never dated a Zulu man. I never have. I don't have a problem with it though. Like, I find Zulu men very attractive. They're warriors. I find all men attractive, to be honest. I could date any man from anywhere, as long as you're attractive, as long as you are intelligent, as long as like you exhibit qualities that I like. Yeah. Love joy. Wow, you know many languages. You have to. There's no South African you will meet who knows just one language. Like South Africa is very much multilingual, and we know other people's languages, especially if you like live in places like Gauteng. So I'm from Gauteng, which is actually the most populated or the most densely populated province in South Africa, even though it's the smallest. And there's so many languages spoken here. So you have to speak multiple languages. Even in school, you have the language that you're taught in, and then you also learn like additional indigenous languages as well. South Africa has 11 official languages, 12 if you include sign language. Lovejoy, okay, never had that before. I'm guessing you're Motopia. Guys, I learned about this yesterday, so I need to educate myself even more. Africa will never unite. Your name, Zulu, Sotho, English, it's a must in your country. Um, I would honestly say it depends. It depends where if you're in Pretoria, where I'm from, you can get away with just knowing one language. I didn't know what's it with Pretoria, but Pretoria people, that's why even xenophobia is not like a thing here in Pretoria. Of course, like you will find a person maybe who's xenophobic, but Pretoria, like by nature, we're very much like calm people, we're very much relaxed people, and we're just very friendly and open to people. So even if you come here and you're speaking Zulu, for example, and I don't speak Zulu, I speak Tswana, for example, I will still try to communicate with you in whatever language you're speaking, and I'll try. Like in Pretoria, I promise you, like no one will ever be like, "Oh my gosh, what language are you speaking? I'm not gonna talk to you." Versus Johannesburg, there is a must to know Zulu. To be honest, actually, in Johannesburg, I would say knowing Zulu is a must if you're amongst Black people. Because even if you know Sotho, if you get there and you're like, Dumelang, some Zulu people will be like, ay, mina angizwi ukuthi uthini, ukhuluma nami, hayi angizwi sisi. Yo, yeah, Zulu people can sometimes be intense. Lovejoy, so you're not married? No, I'm not. What about a boyfriend? Do you have? No. Marcel, ready to mingle? What the hell? I am ready to mingle, Marcel. I am. You know, I've been going through a phase, honestly, where I've been feeling like I've just avoided like dating, avoided men, and it's actually going on live that has made me just have an honest introspection with myself and have honest conversations with myself in terms of dating and my relationship with men and how I see men. Like you guys have actually kind of pushed me and forced me because every time I come into live, people are asking me, "Are you married? Where's your boyfriend? Where's your man?" And obviously, I can't lie to you guys. I'll just have to be honest and tell you guys that no, I'm single. I'm a single girl, and yeah, I would like to meet someone, to be honest. But I'm like not active. Like I feel like there's no point in actively looking for a man. Like if a man wants me, he'll come find me. I think. And also just I don't know, talking to men for me is also very difficult. I won't even lie. Like I've been trying to talk to people, but I'm just like, hi guys, some men, yeah. Lovejoy, we really know those are not jokes. What are not jokes? Africa will never unite. Good men are found in churches and stop being picky. There's no way. That is one of my deal breakers. I do not want a religious man. No, thank you. No, thank you. I grew up in a high control religion, so I'll tell you guys a bit about myself. I grew up in a high control religion. I used to be a Jehovah's Witness, guys. I was born a Jehovah's Witness, raised a Jehovah's Witness. I even was baptized. I went house to house, preaching to people about God. I did all of that all of my life, my teenagers and even my early 20s. And I left in 2017 after realizing that the religion is just not aligned with me, after realizing that the religion is hiding a few secrets, they have a lot of child abuse cases, and even just the doctrines, the teachings just didn't align with me. And I also felt that the religion causes a lot of division amongst people, how they treat and view people of the LGBTQ plus community, and even the history of the religion. If you look up the history of the religion, it was actually quite racist. They didn't allow Black people into the religion until they learned about how other churches were doing missionary work in the early 1900s. And then the religious leaders of the Jehovah's Witnesses realized that, oh, we can actually capitalize here by having Black people into the congregation. And even still, when they have Black people into the congregation, when you become part of the religion, you have to forsake your identity as an African or a Black person, or even just an indigenous person, and you just have to change so much about yourself. So I say all of this to say that my experience of growing up in a super religious household and growing up in a high control religion and growing up as a Christian, it really put me off the idea of being with a man who's religious because I'll be honest, when we look at crazy things happening in the world and people are doing these crazy things in the name of God, Who are doing these things? Religious men. I think religious men can be very dangerous. I'm not saying all of them, of course. We can't just put a blanket statement and say all religious men are dangerous, all men are trash. Okay, well, men are trash, but obviously not every single one of them. But for me, it was just quite like it put a bad taste in my mouth. And yeah, I can't be with a religious man. So I don't think good men are in the church. And even if they were, I'm not looking for a man in the church. And I'm not picky, guys. You cannot choose anything. You cannot choose anything. Come on. Marcel says yes. Do a poll. Okay, let's quickly do a poll before I guess. Before I forget. We're gonna do a poll. Oh my god. How old do you think? How old am I? How old? Oh my gosh. No, let me just do a poll, not a poll, a Q&A, because you guys can actually give me your options. I'm a bit slow, guys. Excuse me. I'm using this feature for the first time. Okay, type. Oh, okay. How old do you? How old am I? How old am I? How old do you think? Alrighty, I am putting up. I'm doing a Q&A. Leave your answer. Let me know how old you think I am. Let me just put it to the side. Okay, wait. How, guys? How do I squeeze this? It's covering my face. Woo! Let's do this. Okay, it's tiny. It's too small. Let me know, guys. It'll have to do. Can you guys see it? Okay. Alrighty. Section D, hey. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so many questions. Oh my gosh. Section D, hey, Lovejoy, we need to know your age. Okay, I think I lost it. Guys, I created a Q&A. We need to know your age. Hi, I'm single. I'm single also. Yes, Monica, what are you doing for a living? I'm a digital communications specialist. I work in communications. Hey, can you make my mind? Because my mom is sick, so she can't sleep with me. I can't sleep without her. I'm sorry. I had to tell this to you. Oh, the net too. I'm so sorry. Hey, after a long time. You alive. Niharika. How are you? Hi, Niharika. I think I remember you. I am doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Yes, I'm live. Guys, I had internet issues. I recently moved and I'm spending some time with my family, but where we are, the internet was such a huge issue. It took me a whole month to sort out my internet. A whole month. Does this Sunday school? So yeah, I'm good, Niharika. I'm doing good. I hope you're good too. Guys, I hope this poll is working. I need to check it out. I mean the Q&A. I don't think it's working. Let me try and pull it up again. Okay. Ugh. And now it's getting so hot. How old do you think? I'm getting flustered. I saw there's so many comments. Okay, let's try to do this. Oh, it's my nails. I'm like, why am I struggling to? Oh, let's pull it here. Okay, let's just take it lower. Okay, this will have to do. Okay. Yes. Okay, we have the pull up, guys. Okay. Niharika, hey, after a long time, you alive. How are you? Yes, it's explaining, Niharika. I recently moved. Let me just look at my face. I recently moved and I had to sort out my internet. Like the month of September, I had no internet and like a bit of actually no, the whole month of October, I had no internet and it was such a struggle. So I've been trying. Oh my goodness, I'm making it bigger. It's been yeah, but it was such a struggle to sort out my internet. Where I am, the internet is it's so finicky. I'm leaving this, guys. I can't. I can't. So yeah, but it's so good to see you. Like every time people come onto my live, I remember you guys. I actually do. Sunday school dropout. Does this trade privilege include the Bakwena kingdom? I'm not too sure, Sunday school. I'm actually not too sure about that. I don't know a lot of history when it comes to, a lot of particulars, like specifics. I'm still learning as well. So I'm just sharing with you guys what I do know. So Bakwena are people who are part of the Setswana kingdom, for those who are wondering. And I don't know too much about them. Yeah, I'm not part of the Bakwena clan or kingdom because I am Tswana, but not part of those people specifically. Sunday school dropout. Monica, which buildings are you talking about? Buildings like the Great Zimbabwe? Yes. Apparently, even the Union buildings in South Africa were built by the during the Matopia Kingdom, and they even showed. I think there's an Anglican church in Pretoria, and at the time, obviously, when it was built, it wasn't the Anglican church, but they like what's the word, refurbished it, renovated it into the church. I'm not too sure, but they showed a couple of buildings in Pretoria CBD that I've like seen, and they're like, no, these buildings are quite old, and the Afrikaner people couldn't have built them when they moved to Pretoria specifically. No, not Motopia, Monotopia. It's Mono. I remember it was Monotopia. Yeah, it's mono, mono something something. Lovejoy, darling, I'm looking at your watch. It's nice. And what time is it now? Thank you, Lovejoy. It's now 20 to 4, and it's a Casio watch. I love this watch. Honestly, like this was such a great investment. I bought this watch in 2021 and it's so cute. It's my favorite. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Sunday school, bro. We're in Pretoria. Um, Union buildings. I'm even thinking the Afrikaner of the Voortrekker Monument. Yeah. And the Union buildings, I mentioned them. Where else? They showed a few buildings in CBD as well, but CBD has so many buildings, so I couldn't know specifically like which buildings. I wish I could link the video, but on the other black app, if you look it up, you will learn more. Sianda Lamar, hi Sianda, make a poll please. I made a Q&A, Marcel. Thank you, Lovejoy. Thank you for joining my memberships. I really appreciate it. Marcel, I know 3 languages. I know I can't spell. At least you know multiple languages, Marcel. Which languages do you know? Wow, beautiful. That's great. What if I'm not smart? A man who's not smart, Lovejoy? That's a red flag. Ladies, what do you think? A man who's not smart? Oh, this whole thing is actually like irritating me. I feel like it's just all over the screen. A man who can't spell, Lovejoy? I mean, who's not smart? That's concerning. Smash Burger wants to know if I know Zulu. IsiZulu ngiyazama kancane, kancane, kancane ngiyakhuluma isiZulu. But it's not bad. Ngiyazama kancane. Ngazukhuluma kancane. Sunday school drop our Monique. I've never heard of such a kingdom. Are there like credible sources available so that I could read more? I've never heard of it as well. Sunday school drop. Like I was so shocked when I learned about this as well. But to me, it actually makes sense in the sense that Great Zimbabwe was so vast. Why, like why would it be so small? So here's the thing. When you look at maps in the early 1800s, you'll see the actual kingdom. And then when you look at maps later on, when Western people invaded, Western people attacked, and obviously they gained ground, they gained more and more ground. They made a concerted effort to no longer show the region in maps. So at first you see it on maps, and then it becomes smaller and smaller, and then at some point it's no longer on maps anymore. Monomotopia, I think that's the name, Monomotopia. I'll try and do more research. I don't know if it's credible, of course, but to me it was so exciting and so interesting. And I'm one of those people. I have a very open mind. If you're going to like know anything about me, I have a very open mind. I'm very open to new knowledge, new information. It doesn't necessarily mean I believe it, but I'm very open to taking it in and just learning and knowing, because there's nothing wrong with taking in and learning information. For someone like me, especially who grew up in a high control religion where we weren't allowed to read up on books that were not part of the religion growing up, we actually weren't even really allowed to pursue a higher education. We were told university is not good. So a lot of people who grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses do not pursue a higher education. So for me right now, like just taking in knowledge, information is very important. Like I love it. Can I be your boyfriend? Love joy. You're part of my memberships. So you know what? We'll talk. Smash burger, do you know Zulu? Yes, Mama Marcel. I have to go. When you read this, I'm gone. So yes, bye. I hope to see you again. Oh, thank you so much, Marcel. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely day. Smash burger, do you know? Wow, again. Yes, my Zulu kancane. You find God in church, not man. Oh, love joy. For me, I find God in nature. I won't even lie. I feel like churches, they are made up institutions. They are made up by man. Not to say that they are bad and people shouldn't go to church. I feel like each person to their own, your own preferences. But for me, as someone who grew up in the church, it's just not for me. But I do understand that some people enjoy the church. The church provides community, the church provides safety. You know, there's things that they actually get from the church, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just for me personally, it's just not for me. So I find God in nature. Like when I see beautiful flowers, when I see trees, when I see the rivers, the ocean, I'm like, yeah, God is here. How many are you in your family? I have five siblings. Five. So we're six in total. Six. Three boys and three girls. And I'm the youngest in my family. Lovejoy, 29 or 30. Okay. Who told you about this? You didn't building in South Africa. I am telling you. Sunday school dropout. I know. It was crazy. But just look it up. Have an open mind. I'm not saying this is a fact. Even when I started sharing this information, I was just like, I don't know if this is a fact. I only started learning about this yesterday. I watched a video of someone sharing knowledge about Africa and an African civilization. So it's not a fact. I'm saying I learned about this yesterday. Yesterday. So I need to do more research as well and tell you guys a bit more what I know. It's not a fact. It's just what I know. And it's going to be hard. You need to also remember that a lot of information about Africa, there's been a concerted effort to hide it. So some information is not so accessible. But to me, it wasn't so bizarre that people build these people could have built the Union buildings, they could have built the Fort Tracker Monument and all of these things, because look at the pyramids, look at the Great Wall of Benin, look at there's this beautiful statue in Senegal, I forgot the name of it. Africans were so good at building and creating. So that's why I'm not resistant. It's just information that I'm like, oh, okay, this is information. Let me learn more. Yeah. Maraagiyaki, Sunday school. This is what I just learned. Lovejoy. Wow, so cute, darling. I wish I could get one of those. Marcel is back. Welcome back, Marcel. Welcome back. However, as much as you are open minded, you should be careful of conspiracy theories. No, you should not. Mm-mm. 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 You shouldn't be afraid of conspiracy theories because I don't know how to put this. we shouldn't fear information as people. Don't fear information. Don't fear conspiracy theories. Educate yourself, inform yourself, because once you are informed and you know things, you know more, and then you can see when people are lying. You can quickly see when people are lying. You can see when people are making things up, and yeah, it's just information. Like, this is not facts, and it's history. It's honestly history, and it's history about Africa was a great civilization. They built beautiful buildings. Like, it's not even information that could and honestly hurt anyone. But yes, be careful of lies, I guess. But I like a good conspiracy theory. Here's one that I am sticking with right now. There's this professor, I think it's called Professor Jiang. I don't know if you guys follow him on YouTube. His channel is called Predictive History, and he was teaching a class on a lot of stuff. Then he was talking about, did the Americans land on the moon? And for the longest time, I was one of those people like, yeah, they landed on the moon. I think they landed on the moon. They did. They did. They broadcasted it to the whole world. Until I realized I've never watched a whole proper video of just the moon landing, when the Americans landed on the moon and everything. Guys, before you're like, yes, they did, go watch that video and you'll be like, mind you, NASA doesn't have the originals anymore. And now with technology and us understanding, videography and how it works, it's crazy, guys. The craziest part to me is there's a person they left on the moon, and they, like, you'll see, there's a clip of the ship, the spaceship zooming out from the moon and leaving. And it's like, okay, but who recorded this? Who recorded the spaceship leaving? So that's why I'm like, conspiracy theories, don't fear them so much, because politicians lie, guys. Politicians lie. Politicians fabricate stories to try and, create a narrative to the masses, and try and condition people to think a certain way, feel a certain way. So that's why I'm just saying, be open minded. Taking information doesn't mean you have to believe it or not believe it, but just be informed. 10 years ago, if people told you what politicians were doing, at Jeffrey Epstein's island, would you have believed them? You'd have been like, no, that's a lie. Look at the emails coming out. Look at the emails that are coming out right now. um yes, yeah, I have to go now. We'll talk later. I will be waiting for you. Oh, thank you, love more. Have a beautiful evening. Sunday school. If you find God in nature, then you are a pantheistic. I won't disagree with that. But for me, I um consider myself as someone who practices African spirituality. And African spirituality for me is just so beautiful because, firstly, it's not a religion, it's more a spiritual practice, and it's the oldest form of spirituality. It predates any form of spirituality on this planet. And it's all about living in harmony with nature and living in harmony within yourself, your bodies, your chakras, having positive or good energy, and yeah, honoring and respecting nature. So that's what I mean, that for me, God is in nature. I respect and revere nature because God is nature. We are God as well. We are like all interconnected in that sense. So that's what I was trying to say. Marcel says I look 25. Oh my gosh, thank you. You watched that video where? The video was on the Black app. It was on the Black app. Check it out. If you know what I'm saying, I don't know if I can say it here. It was on the Black app. Why did James bring his gun to work? Who's James? Because if the boss fires him, he will fire back. I was like, who's James? Oh, do you believe the earth is flat again? No, I do not. I don't believe the earth is flat. No. No, I don't. I'm not a flat earther, guys. I'm not. But I'm telling you guys, before you're like, Monica, you're a flat earther, go watch that clip of the moon landing. I promise you guys. A lot of you guys are like, yeah, it happened, it's real, but you haven't watched it. I hadn't watched it before. I hadn't watched it before. And think about it. This was in 1960. 1960. The technology we have today, the technology we have today, AI, and these people cannot go back to the moon. But they went in 1960 when there were no cell phones. Sunday school, you can be alive in 1960. I don't dispute that. And if you're in 1960, you're a boomer, so that's why you're arguing with me. Okay, Marcel, how old do you think I am? I think you're 20, Marcel. I don't know why. I feel like you're young. Sunday school chakra. Yes. Sunday school guys drop out. You're a boomer. You are a boomer. And yeah, boomer people, you can't even argue with them. I Yes, we believe in chakras. We believe in having good energy and being connected with our internal energies as a human being, as a person. It's all about spirituality. I practice spirituality, and that's my faith. The same way someone believes in Jesus or Muhammad or Moses, it's their belief system. And yeah. Brian has great news. Please share the great news with you. What black app? Twitter? No, TT. I have. Anila Kendrick, when you and I would be talking all night because you can speak about anything. And I don't usually say this, but your lips me. Your lips makes me. Guys, this is why I will never find someone, because how am I gonna date someone and people leave comments like this on my lives, guys? Come on. But thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Sunday school, you were alive in 1960. You're a boomer. Oh my gosh. I have to rearrange my mind if I'm going to have a conversation with a boomer, because boomers, you guys are very resistant to information. You guys are killing the planet. You killed the planet already. You destroyed it. You think no one works hard. You think you're the only people who work hard, even though things were actually economically easier for you guys. Don't get me started. Marcel, you're 13. I can't believe a 13-year-old is watching my live. Let me remove this. Thank you guys for those who answered the question. That's much better. What the F? What is that? But tu Monica más stress. A boomer. Okay. So each generation has a name. So people born, I just don't know exactly, like, you know, um, where it ends essentially. Like, I'm a millennial. So I was born in, oh, I never even told you guys my age. I'm 32. So I was born in the 90s, so I'm a millennial. And then you have people who come after me, they are Gen X. And then, okay, let's go backwards. I think there's another generation right now. So if kids born right now, they have another name. Then you have Gen Alpha, and then you have Gen X. No, Gen Z. Sorry, then you have Gen Z. Then you have millennials. Then you have Gen X, and then I think boomers. Yeah, boomers. So boomers are people who have children in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, and boomers are people born in the 50s, the 60s. Yeah, those are boomers. So you're very resistant to information. You guys think you know the best. Baby boomers. Okay, then boom. Oh, my mistake. Oh, my mistake. Then boomers are the people before baby boomers, then their parents. But yeah, you're a boomer somewhere there. Something boomer. You're a baby boomer then. Yeah. TT, the app you were talking about. I mean, yes, yeah. There was a video on that app. Brian Atkinson, baby boomers started from 1945, 1962. Thank you for the correction, Brian. Yes, those are baby boomers. And then Gen X, 1963 to 19. Oh my gosh, thank you, Brian, for illuminating us. Then, wait, there's a Gen X. Who comes after Gen X? You want to tell me millennials starts from 1984? It's Sunday school, it's TikTok. TikTok, that's the, you sound like a boomer, you see? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so Gen X is 1963 to 1983. Yeah, I have a lot of Gen X siblings. Gen Y. Brian, I don't know about Gen Y. Sunday school was born in 1949. Oh my god, I don't believe you. You can't be older than my parents. Gen Z is like, yeah, Gen Z, I know. Gen Z is those born in 2000s, and then we have Gen Alpha as well. I'm a millennial. I think that's the best generation, honestly. But even though it's the craziest, like millennials, we have gone through so much. Yo, yo, millennials have gone through it. The worst thing you could have done for yourself as a millennial is not buy a house in 2000 before 2008. That's the worst thing we could have done to ourselves. I need to do more research on this thing that I was talking to you guys about. And then hopefully in my next live, I'll tell you guys more. Then I can cite a few sources. This was actually so much fun. Like, life is just so random. The conversations and people. You see, millennials always complain. Yes, I will not even dispute that. Millennials, we have a strong sense of justice. And we don't complain, we question things. We question things because our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, problematic. So we question everything and we want a better world. Honestly, we want a better world. We want the issues of the world to be resolved. Yeah. You must work hard and stop complaining. You'll be all right. That doesn't work anymore. You sound like a boomer. You see, it doesn't work anymore. Like, I think we're all realizing that it's not necessarily about hard work. Of course, you can put in the work. Of course, you have to, try your hardest in life. But it's also about luck, you know? And luck is just where opportunity and preparation meet. So work hard, prepare yourself, but you do need some form of luck, some form of opportunities, especially these days where opportunities are scarce and things in the world have become more and more competitive. And it's not because of there's a lack of opportunities, but this is done intentionally. Like, the governments make money off of people being depressed, when you're depressed because you're overworked, when you're depressed because you're unemployed, when you're depressed because you're sick, when you're depressed because you're lonely, all of these things, governments make money off of people. They sell you medication, they sell you services, they make money off of our pain. So it's not just people being, whiny and complaining, but it's the current condition of life. Like, as human beings, we weren't designed to live like this, to be honest. We weren't. And that's why people are really having a hard time. Like, mental health issues are on the rise worldwide. Actually, in Africa, we have the highest rate of people unaliving themselves. Yeah. So people are working hard. There's just not enough opportunities intentionally. Love Renee says 1981 to 1966. Here, millennials. Yes. Millennials, the best generation. But I actually identify a little bit more with Gen Z sometimes. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm a Gen Z. I was born, but it makes sense. I was born quite late as a millennial, and I love Gen Z. Gen Z will save the world, I think. I really think Gen Z will save the world because the boomers destroyed this planet. They built systems that are just making it hard for us to survive on this planet. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's my time. I enjoyed hanging out with you all. It was so much fun. Mm, so you have a short attention span. Why? Why do I have a short attention span on side merchant? Because I'm a millennial or a Gen Z. Could be. Do I have a short attention span? It depends. It depends. If I'm not interested, I guess I will not pay attention. But if I'm interested, I will put my mind to it because I identify as Gen Z. I identify as Gen Z not because of my short attention span. I identify with Gen Z because I also have a strong sense of justice. Like Gen Z, you can do research and you'll see they're changing the job and work environment. Gen Z actually have no interest in becoming managers because it doesn't interest them. Gen Z's, let's see, care about the planet. Like Las Vegas right now in America is not making as much money because tourism has gone down in America, and they've even built a new, I can't remember what it was. It's not a casino. It was something that was built with the intention of young people. But then when people do with the intention of attracting young people, but when they do research, young people, Gen Z, they're actually smoking less. They're actually drinking less, and they care about their health compared to other generations. So that's what I mean that I identify more with Gen Z. But I also identify with a lot of qualities of millennials as a millennial myself. So yeah, that is it, guys. I need to go cook. What time? It's 5 o'clock. I usually am done cooking this time. I'm gonna make, I think, chicken and rice with vegetables. I love cooking. That's the one thing about me that I actually enjoy as a woman, even though it's not, I don't think it's expected that women should know how to cook, but I actually do enjoy cooking. You are right. Gen Z have little respect for tradition establishment norms, which is good and bad, and a stronger sense of morality. Yeah, it is good and it is bad. Every generation is not perfect. Like all generations have their own issues. Like no one is perfect, but you need to understand also like each generation leading up to it, like what they were going through in a sense. So as much as boomers kind of suck or baby boomers suck, they come from very difficult background. Their upbringing was difficult, and probably this is why they were like such difficult parents. They weren't given enough love and attention, and they were dealing with a lot of issues, and probably didn't have access to a lot of stuff that we have access to right now. Hence, they are who they are. The millennials, we also have our own issues and the good side to us, as well as Gen X, as well as Gen Z as well. Yeah. But anyways, I enjoyed hanging out with you guys so, so much. It was so much fun. I want to shout out YouTube once again because that's how we started this live today, guys. I was showing everyone the merch I got from YouTube for taking part in YouTube's live stream workshop. YouTube was doing a workshop with creators and introducing us to live streaming. Here you guys are seeing me as a live streamer, and I'm really enjoying it so much. And I got a hoodie from YouTube. I'm trying to show you guys from YouTube Shorts. And I also got this beanie. The quality of this beanie, amazing. And it all came in this pretty box. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.